He had no house, no money, no bed beyond the cold stone of a temple porch or the bottom of a large clay storage jar he had taken to sleeping in the middle of the busiest city in the ancient world. People who passed him called him a beggar. Some called him mad. He answered to neither because, as far as he was concerned, he had given up needing other people's opinion of him long before anyone thought to offer one. His name was Diogenes. He had not always lived this way. Diogenes came from Sinop, a trading city on the Black Sea, the son of a banker. By most accounts, he was exiled after a financial scandal, and he traveled to Athens with nothing left to lose. It was there, with no fortune and no reputation to protect, that he began asking the question that would define the rest of his life. If status and possessions can be lost this easily, why build a life around them at all? He found his answer through Antisthenes, a former student of Socrates, and from that encounter, Diogenes built something sharper. Not just a philosophy to think about, but one to live, in full view of everyone, every single day. He owned almost nothing on purpose: a cloak, a staff, a bowl, which he eventually threw away when he saw a child drinking from cupped hands and realized even that was unnecessary. He begged for his food, not because he had no other choice, but because he wanted to prove that dignity and comfort were two entirely different things. Athens called this strange. Diogenes called it freedom. There is a story, often told, of Diogenes walking through the marketplace in the middle of the day, carrying a lit lamp. When people asked what he was doing, he told them he was searching for an honest man. He never seemed to find one worth mentioning. It was not really the lamp that mattered. It was the question underneath it. How many of us are walking through our own lives in broad daylight, surrounded by people, and still searching for one honest conversation, one honest moment, one honest version of ourselves? That is the part of Diogenes worth carrying forward. Not the theater of it, the discipline underneath it. He examined every assumption handed to him by the society around him: wealth, status, comfort, reputation. And he refused to accept a single one without testing it against his own direct experience first. That is not eccentricity for its own sake. That is active thinking, centuries before anyone gave it a name. Diogenes died in the same year as Alexander the Great, the man whose empire stretched further than any before it. History remembers them both. But only one of them needed an empire to be remembered. They told us, we forgot to listen.